Close your eyes. Can you see? Yes, you can still see, for you're seeing with your mind and not your eyes. For the next several minutes, you will undergo an odyssey of sensory stimulation as I take you through time in pursuit of visual pleasure. Allow me to introduce you to a relic from my childhood, a pioneering film in the realm of computer animation. Let your mind's eye be your guide. And yes, your mind's eye sees title cards. Roll it! Core of our being, it seems like computer animated films are everywhere. More so, it seems like everyone's complaining about how computer animated films are everywhere. But that wasn't always the case. Think back to that golden era, the late 80s and early 90s. CGI was a rarity and oftentimes very impressive to our primitive hand-drawn monkey brains. Recall that movie Lawnmower Man. Remember how its selling point was, holy crap, CGI? And what about that movie Virtuosity? Holy crap, more CGI! And some overactor named Russell Crowe, but we'll never hear from him again. So with the public fascination of 3D imaging, it comes as no surprise that we'd receive a compilation like The Mind's Eye. Full title, The Mind's Eye, a computer animation odyssey. Just make sure this odyssey doesn't involve this computer, or this odyssey. This 25-minute experience is made of 8 sequences set to music. Think of it like Fantasia, if Fantasia had animation that really didn't stand the test of time. This is how dogs run, right? The shorts themselves are composed of footage lifted from commercials, movies, demo reels, and promotional videos, all recobbled to non-threatening electronic music. But enough of the history lesson. Let us begin our non-drug related trip into celestial territory, maybe just a little to get it started. Our journey begins, this was just table salt. Ah! Anyways, our journey begins in space, I think. We experience the celestial wonders of a Kool-Aid twister, feral plasma balls, and the opening sequence to every crappy alien invasion movie ever. We are now on Earth, home of the $5 footlong. And here we experience, children, avert your eyes. This is how babies are made. I think the sequence is supposed to symbolize the beginning of life on Earth, and what Genesis story is complete without dinosaurs? Well, maybe the Book of Genesis, but Book of Genesis sucks. There's no dinosaurs. This movie has dinosaurs. Robot dinosaurs. I love you, Mind's Eye. They've got all the good ones. Tyrannosaurus Rex, Pterodactyl, and my favorite, Triceratops. Our journey through the stars continues into the second circle where... Wait a minute, I recognize that. It's a crappy commercial for one of those Mission Earth books. If volcano-dwelling aliens get involved in this, I'm out of here. Well, this sequence is devoted to the rise of civilization, tracking human history from ancient Greece directly into modern times. A lot of stuff happened in between, but Now enjoy this evening news open. I'm just gonna watch until the weather report and then I'm going to bed. After that bit of nothing, we travel into a segment that can only be described as a series of boring corporate motivational videos. You know, things with captions like push your limits, plan carefully, think outside the maze, envision your product. Gears, and shit like that. The sequence ends with a short film, Quest, a long-range journey into light, which is actually a decent little thing and deserves a full viewing. Wow, just look at these images and tell me you don't want to frolic in that polygonal playground. This short also proves that sometimes less is more. The protagonist is a string of dots, yet we understand his emotion. Can you not see the look of accomplishment beaming from his face? And the Screen Actors Guild Award goes to... String of Dots. That's right, String of Dots. Be proud of who you are. The next sequence in our mystical journey is just fun. It's called Techno Dance. It's the fastest pace of the shorts and also contains some of the most creative images. The energy is broken up by this mellow piece called megacycles. You know, you guys would save a lot of time if you built bridges. Here, for instance. Oh, not this thing. You know, even just a few seconds of CGI is a huge undertaking, especially in the 80s. Why somebody would devote that much time to creating this trombone-armed abomination is beyond me. Oh, and there's an army of them. Just the faces I want to see in the unholy android apocalypse. Although these guys seem to be into it. Now let us take flight through a field of cut and paste clip art. Man, all those buildings and not a single gift shop. But where am I gonna get my Technicolor finger trap or my impractical chess set? This place is totally Squaresville, man. And another museum where the most intriguing thing is a bench. We then get another sequence depicting evolution. These spores evolve into humans, which evolve into... well, that was the most logical step. A Castle Rock production. Let us rest from our journey and witness a love story between a bird and a fish. Or a jet and a sailboat, I'm not really sure what's going on here. This short is called Breaking the Ice, because in order for these pixel-crossed lovers to be together, the literal ice has to be literally broken by his literal face. And assuming he doesn't drown first, the two lovers go on to create weird little fish hybrids. Or a flying boat, I'm not really sure what's going on here. This is without a doubt one of the most impressive sequences in the whole entire show. But I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw it, I thought the bird was trying to eat the fish and the fish was trying to scare it off. And then I was really confused about the saxophone music. Yeah, let's continue with our journey. Ah yes, the dream of flight. Really boring flight. Really. And the dull astronomy music isn't helping any. As a kid, I usually just skipped over this sequence. It's really not interesting. It really could have used more, dare I say, dinosaurs? Or even like a mythological creature of some kind. Oh look, there's a phoenix! Up, sequence is over. The final stretch of our journey up the Holy Canoli mountain takes us to an ancient temple where humans bend at impossible angles. And dogs trot like disabled horses. Okay, all kidding aside, I really do like the scene. And at the time, the fluid motion was really cutting edge. Now as a kid, I was really impressed by these dancers' flexibility. Yeah, I know they're just computer animated, but come on, don't ruin the illusion. And don't tell me the Triceratops doesn't exist. You're just crazy. Our journey comes to a close the way it started, zooming through space and into the unknown. What great things are we gonna find beyond the reach of our finite vision? What miracles await us in the space dolphins? So the outer cosmos is controlled by Lisa Frank? Somebody get me a black hole! Or a permanent marker so I can blot it out. Our journey through the mind's eye has come to a close. And once again it has devolved into me making fun of other people's hard work. But in all seriousness, and you can see what a serious person I am, the mind's eye is a landmark achievement in computer animation. Before this, CGI wasn't considered a proper art. The Mind's Eye did so well, in fact, that Miramar Productions released several sequels and spin-offs, including the best-selling Beyond the Mind's Eye. Not really sure what's Beyond the Mind's Eye. The Mind's Eye Retina? Mind's Eye Socket? Somebody help me out here. The last official release was Odyssey into the Mind's Eye in 1996. But by then that toy movie had come out and there were several computer animated shows on TV, so this was no longer experimental, fascinating territory. If you grew up with YTV, then you might recognize these clips from the Short Circuit series. You know, little time wasters in between shows that ran too short. And if you're a frequent viewer of certain other internet critics, then you might recognize these clips from Super Hornio Brothers. Yeah, even CGI has dabbled in the porn industry. It was young! It was trying to find itself! It was trying to perfect its keyframe rendering! Don't judge. Wow, that was a hell of a shock. So if you consider yourself an animation historian, then take the journey through the mind's eye. I think there's some copies available on Laserdisc or something. And you better do it before the studios release a 3D version in theaters. And they charge you $10 for little glasses that give you a headache and you don't want to watch it, but if you don't watch it, it doesn't look any good. I mean, seriously, movie studios. According to my research, there was no such thing as the Triceratops. It was just a juvenile version of another dinosaur, the Toroamosaurus. My childhood is dead!